One day I will own you, Legoshi, Beastars, model. I will have you, and nothing will stop me. So with Steven Universe finally over, and Steven heading off to find himself and figure out life, it makes me wonder, what will Steven be doing with his future? He may not have an idea now, but he's going to figure it out. And in today's video, I will be going over a few occupations I think would be best suited for Steven and who he is as a person. So let's get started! With Steven's upbringing, he didn't have any structure and he lamented on that fact, so every one of these options I think would at least supplement that. And the first one I think that could fit Steven well is a therapist. I think once Steven really gets in a good place with himself and his past and emotions and get his pink powers under wrap, I can see him giving back to people in less heroic and death-defying ways by becoming a therapist. And I think despite the fact that Steven allowed help to be such a big part of his personality and who he was as a person and how it was his ultimate downfall, I think he'll realize it'll always be his thing. It allows him to have order that he's been wanting for himself, and he's got a lot of experience in different scenarios, like trauma, dealing with death, absent parents, just a plethora of knowledge that he could use to help other people, without having to force himself into everybody's life like he usually does in the series. It's a win-win for Steven and the person he's helping. Another option I like to entertain is a florist. Steven doesn't seem like the grand occupation sort of guy, and as wild as his childhood was, I could see him lying low and adopting a peaceful existence. I think after his encounter with Plant Steven and how bad that went down, Steven would think back on that time and try and find new renewal in this hobby. He'd find out that he loves playing all types of flowers, and the things he's able to do with his mother's ability fuels his passion for planting. And without the need to fill a void for the people in his life, he'd see how beautiful the world truly is, and how happy it makes him, and he'd open up a shop akin to a large dessert shop and settle down in Beach City. But I highly doubt that considering the ending of the series. Or just anywhere in the world. As long as he's able to keep that positive lifestyle up, he'll be content with himself and the life he's leading. Musician. I think most Steven Universe fans can understand this one. It's probably the most obvious considering his musical background and how great he is at playing instruments. And he seemed to take a liking to Sadie and Shep's band, and maybe would inspire him to find his musical voice. After Steven Universe ended, Rebecca Sugar posted a pic of Steven playing the guitar, and of course it would just be a send-off for the series, but I take it as a sign of his future as a musician. I think he'd make like a duo folk band with her. But seeing as Connie at the point we left her was into politics, I doubt that. But it could be a new character completely. This would then allow Steven to have a constant support person that can understand him and always have his best intentions in mind. And vice versa. Heck, he could even have Greg tag along if he's feeling up to it. We love you, Greg, we do. I think this could be the best route for him personally. Steven definitely has indie band vibes, huh? The next two are less accurate to his personality, but people change, and I think I'm allowed to dream. I'm making these videos, damn it. Here are some more options and things that I have for Steven's future. YouTuber. We've seen him do reactions to series as videos and such, but I think this could allow Steven to have a free enough schedule and also structure that he could personally build for himself, so that way he never gets too overwhelmed with himself. After talking with his therapist enough about his past and maybe showing him the good and the bad of the situations in his life, he discovered that for all the BS, there were genuine amazing moments. He'd want to show people his life and entertain them and even talk about his struggles and issues. Sometimes people need a distraction, especially now. So I think Steven has enough interesting friends and things going on in his life to where I think he could make an awesome ass vlog channel about his travels. I would definitely subscribe to his channel if he made one. Alright guys, here's the last one. Space Explorer. This one seems off the walls for him personally, considering at the end of the series he wants to be more human, but I can't not see this as a possibility. But maybe his time spent with Jasper, even though it was very destructive for him, maybe enticed him to want a more thrilling lifestyle. I think he could channel this potential energy by going to space with Lars and the Off Colors and seeing what he can find for himself out there. I mean, it'd be crazy to not see this universe after bringing democracy to the galaxy. There's a lot to see in the universe, and a lot to explore, and I think this could broaden his horizon beyond Earth. Keeping this in mind, he could also have the positivity of Lars and the off-colors grounding him and backing him up. Although I think this is the most highly improbable future out of all the scenarios, it's still a very interesting route to take. Maybe it doesn't align with the themes of Steven Universe future, but a guy can dream, can't he? So there you have it. Whether we get another sequel or a comic or nothing at all, it's fun to theorize and talk about a series that's been a big part of our lives. I'm really gonna miss Steven and his universe. Comment down below what you think Steven would do with his future. I'm sure they'll be very interesting. My name's Sketchstar. I can't think of a pun and this is gonna look bad in the future. Oh wait, there's one. Peace, YouTube.